Namaste, Jai Bharat. All of you must have been hearing about the questions of chicken neck corridor, which is a nickname, the Siliguri corridor, which is connecting the northeast. 7 sisters, now Ashtalakshmi, 8 now, to the mainland, Bharat. So this is a very small strip of land, and there are rumors last few days that it is 22 kilometers wide corridor, which is expanded to 65. Some stories came, but then which has no basis. This is somebody's speculation for something. Now people don't do speculations without intentions these days in geopolitics. They have ulterior motives, intentions, which one has to decode or decipher. So Bangladesh had been an obstruction to this chicken corridor, which is Siliguri corridor, the narrow strip through which northeast was connected. But that situation arose only after Pakistan has got carved out of Bharat and East Pakistan as Bangladesh. Of course, this division of Bengal took place way back in 1905. Bengal was divided into Hindu Bengal and Muslim Bengal, which history books don't say, after the Minto Modi reforms. That was in 1905. And interestingly, in 1906, they have formed a separate political party, countering Indian National so-called Congress into All India Muslim League from Dhaka. That was the place where these thoughts came into existence, supported by the Nawab of Dhaka. So that division actually took place in 1905 into Hindu and Muslim Bengal. But then with partition, that area had gone to Pakistan, and they started calling it as East Pakistan, and the Punjabi Pakistanis, they have destroyed the whole relations by creating the imposition of Urdu and possible imposition of Punjabis upon the Bengalis. And these Bengalis, if they have any Bengali culture in them, they are very proud people, because they have reasons to be proud, provided they have that Bengali nature which Mohammedans do not have. Or many Jamaat-e-Islami people in Bangladesh do not know even what is Bengali history. So this, interestingly, there is a place called as Tura in Meghalaya. It is not the case that always people went to northeast via Guwahati. The Siliguri corridor should lead you to Guwahati, and from Guwahati one has to go to all the 7 states. Be it Meghalaya, be it Mizoram, be it Madhya Pradesh, be it Nagaland, be it Tripura and Manipur. They have to operate from Guwahati because of the partition of East Pakistan. That in partition of Bengal, division of Bengal. This is a case that we experience now. But that was not so in earlier. Earlier, the first Britishers who came there, mostly for missionary activities, for converting the Aboriginal tribes into Christianity, they have come through a different route, using Brahmaputra, roads and rivers. Rivers are natural, you don't have to do anything, you simply float a vessel. The only thing, it takes time. Through Dhubri, reaching Tura was very easy for them, much shorter than Guwahati is the roundabout route. So Tura is a place which really got anglicized first. You see, interestingly, the Tura has got place names which is neither English nor Hindi. People call it as Roman Hindi. I don't know how it originated, but people call it as Roman Hindi. Hawakhana, it's the name of a place. Little upside, foothills it is, hills, Hawakhana, then people live there. People are living there since long. Good place. Then Chanmari. Charminar is actually shooting range or firing range, something like that. And many such places, name in Tura, Babupara. Then Babupara is where the Babus, clerks were living. Then Dogasipara, Dulhashi, people using multiple languages, etc., etc., etc. The names of place is Roman Hindi names. That's because it's the outsiders, that is the Europeans, especially British, first came to Tura and then traveled to other parts of northeast, and Shillong becomes a what you call desired place to live because of the climate, temperature, and that is much later. They all went from Tura, through Tura. Now, if you want to go to Tura to Shillong, if you have, people take a route via Assam, because that's plains, roads are better. From Tura to Shillong, you can go through Meghalaya itself, through Nongstoin. Other roads are not that good, at least at the time when I was traveling, and takes more time, hill roads. So Tura is the first place where Britishers came, or Tura is a place through where Britishers came, through Brahmaputra, Dhubri, and the Bishnupur, Dhubri, that area, at the banks of Brahmaputra. This Guwahati road comes and develops much later. Now, there was a discussion. Now, interestingly, the first, this is Garo Hills. Tura is Garo Hills, and Shillong is in Khasi Hills, far. Interestingly, the Chief Minister of Meghalaya, mostly, many times, first Chief Minister himself is a Garo. First Chief Minister was Captain Williams from Sangma, whose son happened to be my batchmate in university. And then, the erstwhile speaker, Lok Sabha, Purna Sangma, then the present Chief Minister. Now, these people are mostly from Garo Hills. Not that there are no Khasi ministers, chief ministers. They are there, they are predominant, that's true. Khasis do dominate, but Garos have much more a history of exposure to the world outside, because through Garo Hills, initially the Britishers came. Now there was a plan. Meghalaya government wanted a shortcut from Hili Hills to Tura corridor through land. They got the idea of this corridor because when Bangladesh was formed, that time Mujibur Rahman was there, Indira Gandhi was there, they reached an agreement of a 3 biga corridor. They called it 3 biga Gariyali. 3 biga corridor, because two spots in Bangladesh need to be connected to the land of Bharat. And that was, a road was given, a full-fledged road, with check gates, everything. But the road is free for Bangladeshis to use. Their vehicles can move up, no checking, and both the sides fencing. Similarly, a corridor was proposed between Hili and Tura through Bangladesh, which that time even Sheikh Hasina did not sign. She said she has to think about it. Anyway, that did not take place. But that corridor is only a road. It happens. The distance between Calcutta and northeast gets considerably shortened, and better roads and movement of trucks, traffic will be easier. Even now, I have seen many people traveling from Calcutta to Kuch Bihar, and Kuch Bihar they take a bus to Dhubri, and then they cross Brahmaputra in by ferry, and then reach Tura in much shorter time than traveling through train from Calcutta via Siliguri corridor to Guwahati and then to Tura. This proposal was there. Now, if we can give 3 biga Galiyari, sorry, 3 biga Gali to Bangladesh for free movement, we can use this Hili Tura corridor. We only need a Galiyari, a corridor, a road, which will solve all these problems. Now, present US Bangladesh is not going to agree, but sometime we could have A past we could have made it if forced when Sheikh Hasina was there, but then she was reluctant for various reasons. The road goes through Bangladesh, properly fenced on either sides, but we may not break fencing, they will break fencing, so somehow get into Bharat. This situation is there in Northeast. That's one. Then there are multiple routes. Northeast can be cut off from Bharat. There are multiple routes, either through Vishnupur, Dhubri, Siliguri, or other ways, or many other ways are there. So the dream of Yunus, I don't think he knows much of geography. That's it. He himself is supposed to be from Bangladesh, and the offer to China gets spurious. People must have understood by now. We shall be taken. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Siya Ram.